in my thinking too. In fact, this math problem popped into my head. You know, one of those if A equals B and B equals C kinds of problems. Popped into my head is that if the purpose of a business is solving a problem well for a carefully chosen target customer, and if solving a problem well is the definition of an ideal or a target customer experience, then hey, customer experience actually drives financial performance. Done well, good performance. Done not so well, not so great performance. So I started to see this link, and it really got me thinking. So that was the first chapter. And then I realized that, you know, Chris mentioned my blissfully crooked career. I used to say the dirty little secret of my resume was that I've never held a job for longer than 2.5 years until I got to Avius. So Chris and I have this like bond over being at Avius longer than we've been anywhere else. I found that whether I was a board member or a consultant or an executive team leader, whether I was inside the company as a leader or outside the company as a coach or a board member, whether I was in the automotive industry or technology or healthcare services or fashion leather apparel, I was really great for that target market. Regardless of the industry or kind of organization I was in, I had always known in my experience that the closer we could align all of our operating decisions to solving a problem well for a target customer, we'd be more successful. Never really knew what to call it. In fact, I also learned, and you probably experienced this too, that if you could align the customer-facing stuff like the marketing and sales and service actions, you'd get to solving a problem for the right customer well, you'd get some better performance. But if you could align all of your operating decisions, I'd always found that if we aligned everything, product choices, product portfolio choices, talent decisions, who we hired, capital investment decisions, if we could align all of those things to solving a problem well for the target customer, we'd get even better performance. So this is really starting to add up for me, and it's starting to make a lot of sense. And then I started hearing Dick Seidenstreicher's voice in my head. Dick's words, Dick is a former Avius client and now a friend, and Dick's words one day after a session were, you know, this is simple. It's just not easy. I mean, it's a reason common sense is a cliche, because it's really not, right? It's really not so common. So I think what I heard from my students that night is that they started to help me understand why the elements of this seem to be simple but not so easy.